Have you ever wondered if there's more to reality than what we can see and touch? It's a question that has puzzled humans for centuries, and many people believe that the answer lies in the existence of non-physical beings. But what does that really mean? What are non-physical beings, and how can we communicate with them? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of spiritual communication and learn how to understand and connect with these entities. Non-physical beings are entities that exist beyond the physical realm. They don't have a tangible body like humans do, but they are believed to possess consciousness and intelligence. There are many different types of non-physical beings, each with their own unique characteristics and purposes. Some of the most commonly recognized non-physical beings include spirit guides, angels, and departed loved ones. Spirit guides are believed to be highly evolved entities that are assigned to us before we are born. Their purpose is to guide and support us throughout our lives, helping us navigate challenges and grow spiritually. Angels, on the other hand, are often seen as messengers of the divine. They are thought to be pure beings of light and love, and their role is to protect and guide us on our spiritual path. Departed loved ones are the spirits of people who have passed away but continue to watch over and communicate with us from the other side. Regardless of their specific type, all non-physical beings are thought to play an important role in our lives. They can offer guidance, support, and wisdom when we need it most, and they can help us connect with the divine and discover our true purpose in life. One of the most important things to remember when exploring spiritual communication is the need for an open mind. Many of us have preconceived notions and beliefs about the nature of reality and what is possible. We may have been taught that non-physical beings don't exist, or that communicating with them is somehow wrong or dangerous. However, to truly explore the possibilities of spiritual communication, we must be willing to let go of these limiting beliefs and open ourselves up to new experiences and ideas. This doesn't mean that we have to believe everything we hear or accept things blindly. It simply means that we must be receptive to the possibility that there is more to reality than what we can see and touch. When we approach spiritual communication with an open mind, we create space for new insights and experiences to enter our lives. We become more attuned to the subtle energies and messages that are all around us, and we start to see the world in a new and expanded way. Intuition is a powerful tool that can help us connect with non-physical beings and receive guidance and wisdom from the spiritual realm. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling or a sense of knowing that goes beyond logical reasoning. It's a way of tapping into our inner wisdom and accessing information that may not be available to us through our physical senses. Developing your intuition is an important step in exploring spiritual communication. There are many techniques you can use to strengthen your intuition, such as meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature. One simple technique is to practice paying attention to your inner voice and trusting your instincts. When you have a gut feeling about something, take a moment to sit with it and see what insights or messages come through. Another way to develop your intuition is to practice being present and mindful in your daily life. When you're fully present in the moment, you're more likely to notice the subtle signs and synchronicities that are all around you. You may start to see patterns or coincidences that seem too significant to be mere chance, and these can be important messages from the spiritual realm. As you continue to develop your intuition, you'll start to trust your inner guidance more and more. You'll become more confident in your ability to receive messages and insights from non-physical beings, and you'll start to see how this wisdom can help you navigate your life with greater ease and grace. Meditation is a powerful tool for spiritual growth and communication. When we meditate, we quiet our minds and create space for inner wisdom and guidance to come through. We become more attuned to the subtle energies and messages that are all around us, and we open ourselves up to the possibility of connecting with non-physical beings. There are many different meditation techniques you can try, from mindfulness meditation to guided visualizations. One simple technique is to sit in a quiet space and focus on your breath. As thoughts and distractions arise, simply acknowledge them and let them go, returning your focus to your breath. Over time, this practice can help you cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity, making it easier to receive messages and guidance from the spiritual realm. Another powerful meditation technique is to visualize yourself surrounded by white light. Imagine this light filling your entire being, protecting and purifying you. As you do this, set an intention to connect with your spirit guides or other non-physical beings. Ask for their guidance and support, and trust that they will come through in whatever way is best for you. Creating a regular meditation practice is an important part of exploring spiritual communication. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can help you cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace and connection with the spiritual realm. As you continue to meditate regularly, you may start to notice subtle shifts in your awareness and intuition, and you may find it easier to receive messages and guidance from non-physical beings. One of the most common questions people have about spiritual communication is how to know when non-physical beings are trying to communicate with them. The truth is, there are many signs and synchronicities that can indicate the presence of non-physical beings in your life. One of the most common signs is the experience of synchronicity, or meaningful coincidences that seem too significant to be mere chance. For example, you may keep seeing the same number sequence over and over again, or you may hear a song on the radio that has special meaning for you. These synchronicities can be messages from the spiritual realm, guiding you towards your highest path and purpose. Another common sign of non-physical beings in your life is the experience of unusual dreams or visions. You may have vivid dreams that feel more real than your waking life, or you may receive messages and insights during meditation or other altered states of consciousness. These experiences can be powerful indicators that non-physical beings are trying to communicate with you. Other signs of non-physical beings in your life may include sudden feelings of peace or joy, unexplained sensations or physical symptoms, or the appearance of unusual animals or natural phenomena. For example, you may see a beautiful butterfly or bird that seems to be trying to get your attention, or you may feel a sudden rush of energy or tingling sensations in your body. The key to recognizing these signs is to pay attention to your feelings and observations. Trust your intuition and be open to the possibility that there may be more going on than meets the eye. As you continue to explore spiritual communication, you'll start to develop a deeper sense of the signs and synchronicities that are unique to your own journey. Once you've started to recognize the signs of non-physical beings in your life, you may be wondering how to communicate with them more directly. There are many different methods of communication that you can try, each with its own unique benefits and challenges. One popular method of communication is automatic writing. This involves setting an intention to connect with a non-physical being and then allowing your hand to write freely without consciously directing it. You may find that the words and messages that come through are surprising or even profound, offering guidance and wisdom that you wouldn't have accessed through your conscious mind. Another method of communication is channeling, which involves allowing a non-physical being to speak through you directly. This can be a powerful experience, but it's important to approach it with caution and discernment. It's essential to set clear boundaries and intentions before channeling, and to trust your intuition about the messages that come through. Pendulum dowsing is another method of communication that involves using a pendulum to receive yes or no answers from non-physical beings. This can be a simple and effective way to get guidance on specific questions or issues, but it's important to approach it with a clear and focused mind. Regardless of the method you choose, there are a few key principles to keep in mind when communicating with non-physical beings. First and foremost, it's essential to set clear intentions and create a sacred space for communication. This may involve clearing your mind through meditation, setting up an altar or sacred space, or simply taking a few deep breaths to center yourself. It's also important to be open to receiving messages and guidance in whatever form they come. Non-physical beings may communicate through words, images, sensations, or even through the appearance of physical objects. Trust your intuition and be open to the possibility that the messages you receive may be subtle or symbolic. Once you've started to receive messages from non-physical beings, the next step is to learn how to interpret them. This can be a challenging process, as the language of non-physical beings is often symbolic and metaphorical rather than literal. One of the most important things to keep in mind when interpreting messages from non-physical beings is to trust your intuition. Your inner guidance system is a powerful tool for understanding the messages you receive, and it's essential to learn to trust it. Another key principle of interpreting messages from non-physical beings is to look for patterns and themes. Often, the messages you receive will be part of a larger pattern or story that is unfolding in your life. By paying attention to these patterns and themes, you can start to see the bigger picture and understand the deeper meaning behind the messages you receive. It's also important to remember that the messages you receive may not always be clear or straightforward. Non-physical beings often communicate in a language of symbols and metaphors, and it may take time and practice to learn how to decode these messages. If you're unsure about the meaning of a particular message, it's okay to ask for clarity or confirmation. You can do this through further meditation, journaling, or even by asking the non-physical being directly for more information. As you continue to work with interpreting messages from non-physical beings, you'll start to develop a deeper understanding of their unique language and communication style. You'll learn to trust your intuition more fully, and you'll start to see how the guidance and wisdom you receive can help you navigate your life with greater ease and grace. While communicating with non-physical beings can be a powerful and transformative experience, it's important to approach it with discernment and protection. Not all non-physical beings have our best interests at heart, and it's essential to learn how to distinguish between helpful and harmful entities. One of the most important principles of discernment is to trust your instincts. If something feels off or uncomfortable about a particular entity or message, it's important to listen to that feeling and take steps to protect yourself. This may involve ending the communication, setting clear boundaries, or seeking guidance from a trusted spiritual advisor. There are also many techniques you can use to protect your energy and space when communicating with non-physical beings. One simple technique is to visualize yourself surrounded by a bubble of white or golden light, which acts as a protective shield against negative energies. You can also call upon your spirit guides or other helpful entities to assist you in creating a safe and sacred space for communication. Another important principle of discernment is to be aware of your own biases and assumptions. It's easy to project our own desires and expectations onto the messages we receive from non-physical beings, and it's important to be honest with ourselves about what we're bringing to the communication. By cultivating a sense of inner clarity and self-awareness, we can approach spiritual communication with greater integrity and authenticity. As you continue to explore spiritual communication and receive guidance and wisdom from non-physical beings, the next step is to learn how to integrate this knowledge into your daily life. This can be a challenging process, as it often requires us to make changes and take inspired action based on the insights we receive. One of the most important principles of integrating spiritual communication into your life is to trust the guidance you receive and take action on it. This may involve making changes to your relationships, career, or personal habits, or it may simply involve shifting your perspective and approach to life. Whatever the guidance may be, it's important to remember that you have the power to create positive change in your life, and that the insights you receive from non-physical beings can help guide you in that process. Another key principle of integrating spiritual communication into your life is to continue to grow and develop your skills. Like any other practice, spiritual communication requires ongoing learning and development. By continuing to meditate, journal, and explore new techniques and approaches, you can deepen your connection with non-physical beings and receive even more profound guidance and wisdom. It's also important to remember that integrating spiritual communication into your life is a personal and individual journey. What works for one person may not work for another, and it's essential to find the practices and approaches that resonate most deeply with your own soul. Trust your intuition and be open to experimenting with different techniques and methods until you find the ones that feel most authentic and powerful for you. As we've explored throughout this video, spiritual communication can be a powerful tool for personal growth, self-discovery, and transformation. By learning to connect with non-physical beings and receive their guidance and wisdom, we can gain a deeper understanding of our life purpose and path, and feel more supported and guided in our daily lives. One of the greatest benefits of spiritual communication is the sense of connection and support it can provide. When we learn to communicate with non-physical beings, we realize that we are never truly alone, and that there is a vast network of helpers and guides available to us at all times. This can be especially comforting during times of challenge or uncertainty, when we may feel lost or disconnected from our own inner wisdom. Another key benefit of spiritual communication is the opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. By receiving guidance and insights from non-physical beings, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. We can learn to let go of limiting beliefs and patterns and embrace a more expansive and empowered version of ourselves. Ultimately, the benefits of spiritual communication are as varied and individual as the people who practice it. Some may find that it helps them to heal from past traumas or wounds, while others may use it as a tool for manifesting their dreams and desires. Whatever your personal goals and aspirations may be, spiritual communication can be a powerful ally on your journey of growth and transformation. As we come to the end of this video, let's take a moment to recap some of the key points we've covered. We've explored the concept of non-physical beings and the different types of entities that fall into this category, from spirit guides to angels to departed loved ones. We've discussed the importance of approaching spiritual communication with an open mind and a willingness to let go of limiting beliefs and assumptions. We've also explored some of the key techniques and practices for developing your intuition and communicating with non-physical beings, including meditation, automatic writing, and pendulum dowsing. We've talked about the importance of setting clear intentions and creating a sacred space for communication, and we've explored some of the common signs and synchronicities that can indicate the presence of non-physical beings in your life. Perhaps most importantly, we've discussed the importance of discernment and protection when communicating with non-physical beings, and the need to trust your instincts and set clear boundaries when necessary. We've also explored some of the ways in which spiritual communication can be integrated into your daily life and the many benefits it can offer for personal growth, self-discovery, and transformation. As we close this video, I want to encourage you to continue exploring the fascinating world of spiritual communication. Whether you're just starting out on this journey or you've been practicing for years, there is always more to learn and discover. Trust your intuition, be open to new experiences and insights, and know that you are never alone on this path. Remember, the guidance and support of non-physical beings is always available to you whenever you need it. All you have to do is ask and trust that the answers will come in whatever way is best for you. So go forth with an open heart and a curious mind, and know that you have the power to create a life of purpose, meaning, and joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I wish you all the best on your own path of spiritual growth and discovery.